kitchen and I am making heart-shaped chocolate strawberries, and I want to show you guys how easy it can be. My hair is in a bun and I am ready to go. And here's what you will need: strawberries, chocolate, I'm going with dark chocolate, shortening, toothpicks, edible gel for decoration, and parchment paper. I've already taken care of a few, but all you're going to do is lift the little green leafy section and chop it off. And then we are going to cut the strawberry down the long section, and I will turn the strawberry on its flat side and cut the sides to make sure it can connect together and form a heart. But you're only cutting a little bit just to make sure that it's even so they can connect. Make sure to eat those little pieces that you cut. And now what we're going to do is we're going to chop off just a bit of the top to make sure that we get that dip in the heart. And there you go. Now we're going to stick the toothpick through it to make sure it stays together when we dip it in the chocolate. And here I go once again, in case you missed it the first time. We are chopping, we are slicing, we're going to lay them flat, and we are going to slice the sides to make sure they connect evenly, and then we are going to make sure we eat those little pieces that we cut off, and then we will trim off the top section to make sure we get that dip in the heart. So now this was only my second time doing this, so I will tell you how I screwed up. And then once again, we are placing that toothpick to make sure the strawberry pieces stay connected. Now it's time to melt the chocolate and the shortening. I have a plate full of chocolate chips and the shortening, and here we go. After 1 minute each of being in the microwave, that is my shortening, and here is my chocolate. The consistency of the chocolate is so much thicker at the moment before adding the shortening, and what the shortening is going to do, it's going to make the chocolate just so much more silky, and it'll coat really nice over these strawberries, which is what we want, because I will show you guys a picture towards the end of when I did not use shortening and it did not look pretty. So you're just going to add tablespoons to the chocolate and kind of just mix it, make sure you blend it in well, and you will kind of just start to notice the consistency starting to change in the chocolate. And then I just kind of eyeballed it. Once I felt that the chocolate was nice and silky, that's when I kind of stopped adding the shortening. Don't add too much because I guess then it'll be too watery. I don't know. But I added a couple of spoonfuls, and then look at that. My chocolate became so much more silky, and it just coated the strawberries so much nicer. And it is time to coat these strawberries, and unfortunately guys, I do not have a best practice to coat these strawberries. I kind of just used my spoon and started pouring, and then I got tired of pouring, so I decided to dip, and then I just kind of went back and forth with my method here. So I just dipped and poured and dipped and poured to cover these strawberries. I guess one tip that I would recommend is to maybe leave your toothpick sticking out just a little bit more so that you have better grasp when you're dipping it in there and be able to hold the strawberries. So there we go. Things are starting to move a little quicker, and again, just pouring and then dipping and then pouring and then dipping. And in case you're wondering what is that blue grayish thing at the bottom of the screen, that would be me. I had all the time in the world this day to record and make these strawberries, but yet there was no one around to help. So I decided to do it all on my own, and I was multitasking, recording and making chocolate covered strawberries. All done, and now it's time to put the strawberries in the fridge so they can harden. I'm gonna leave them in there for about 15 minutes. After 15 minutes in the fridge, my chocolate has hardened, and it is time to remove that darn toothpick. So here is my tip. Leave your strawberries out for 5 minutes just to allow the chocolate to harden just a little bit. Remove the toothpick, and then you will put it in the fridge. I am so manhandling these things because it got so hard to remove the toothpick. And now it's time to give our strawberries that final decorative touch, which is applying the glitter gel. Edible guys, make sure you go to the bakery section and get yourself the edible gel. And we are just going to swirl this all over the strawberries to give it that nice little extra touch. And here we go. This is the final product. Hearts, and kind of looks like a little bit of a butterfly there. Just a tip, make sure you cut the very bottom and make it really even so you avoid that butterfly shape. We enjoy. Stay tuned for some tips. So this was my very first attempt without the shortening. The chocolate was super thick and it just didn't coat nicely. Now here is what supports my toothpick dilemma. here is what I could not get rid of. Everything got really shaky and I just could not get those darn toothpicks out. So that is about it, you guys. I really hope you guys give these a try. Nonetheless, they were delicious. Till next time, bye.